the 3rd grade and the 5th grade to understand that if they do their schoolwork seriously, if they study hard, they will be able to go to college. And when we talk about the absurdity of how we finance higher education in America, we are also aware that millions of Americans, some young and some not so young, are being overwhelmed by outrageous student debts and high interest rate college debts. It makes no sense to me that we have people paying 8, 9, 10% interest rates on student debt when we can refinance our homes for 2 or 3%. Will allow people to refinance at lower interest rates and also get the government out of profiteering on high interest rates. I have talked to too many people who are paying 20, 25% of their limited income paying off their student debt. That has got to end. When we talk about our responsibilities as human beings and as parents, there is nothing more important than leaving our planet healthy and happy. Is if we don't get our act together soon, the situation will become much worse. They tell us that by the end of this century, if we allow business to go on as usual, this planet will be between 5 and 10 degrees Fahrenheit warmer. That means more drought, more floods, more extreme weather disturbances, more acidification of the ocean, more rising sea levels, more international conflict as people fight for limited natural resources. We have a moral responsibility to lead the world in transforming our energy system. Energy efficiency and sustainable energy. As perhaps the most progressive member of the Senate, needless to say, I have many disagreements with my Republican colleagues. But on this issue, what we are seeing is an international embarrassment because the vast majority of Republicans are rejecting science and I urge my Republican colleagues not to worry so much about your campaign contributions from the Koch brothers and ExxonMobil and the coal companies. Worry about the future for your kids and your grandchildren. There is one major country on earth, one, that does not guarantee health care to all people as a right, and that is the United States of America. Today, despite the gains of the Affordable Care Act, 35 million Americans lack health insurance, and even more are underinsured.
Yes.
In my strong view, we must join the rest of the industrialized world, guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child as a right, not is through a Medicare for all single payer. What this campaign is about is the understanding that the rich get richer and everybody else gets poorer, because we are not standing together as one people. And when we talk about bringing our people together, I hope all of you understand that it is absolutely imperative that we bring 11 million undocumented people out of the country. Cannot continue to be exploited, cannot continue not to have legal rights.
That's right.
I was in Phoenix a few weeks ago, and after my remarks, I met with about half a dozen young Hispanic kids, and tears were flowing from their eyes because they feared that their mom or their dad or they would be deported. Our job is to bring families together, not separate them.
That's right. Today is a pretty crazy place. We turn on the TV and we see acts of barbarism that we cannot understand. People blowing up things, killing people, killing children. It's horrible. And nobody that I know has any magical answers to some of these terrible